It came! It finally came!
So I was going to be editing video from the weekend today, but guess what? I'm not doing that anymore. Because... oh my goodness, look. Oh man, I'm so stoked. So let's get to unboxing, shall we? All right. So stoked. Like little kid at Christmas. All right. Got the front strut, bottom assemblies. Ooh. Looks good. Look at that. Man, that looks nice. Thank you, Flatout Suspension, for putting in the work. When all others wouldn't. Keep this. It says, this certificate provides proof of warranty coverage expiring 3 years from the build date shown below. That is great. Man, way to be. Look at this. Like, so I ordered this a while back, and they've been building it for a while. And they dated it for like a week ago when they shipped it. So, man, you guys are awesome. That's fantastic. You could have dated this back a little bit ago, I'm sure. Because I know all you were waiting on for a while was the springs themselves. And so, like, I know the struts and everything were actually built. They sent me pictures and such. So that's pretty rad that they were willing to do that and dated it for the day they shipped it. That's, man, good on you guys. Got some stickers. Got to have those. Because as we know in some of my previous videos, stickers add horsepower. Okay? So we got to make sure we have those. And they ask you for reviews. I will definitely be leaving you one. Thank you. Okay. Now you guys need to come look at this. Alright, so they have it padded with bubble wrap on top. Padded that. Ooh, the spanner wrench. I believe that's what that's called. Oh, yes. Man, these are actually a lot lighter than I thought they'd be. So we got the rears. Oh, that's gonna be fantastic. I'm so excited. Can you tell? Now the front. Man. They even customized them with red. That's freaking awesome. Man, those things look like they got some travel. Look at that. So we have that versus stock. Oh, that's gonna look so good. Oh. This might take a minute. All right, we got this thing lifted up in the air. We're gonna see how to get this thing installed. All right, first step, gotta take this strut off. Check out how long this is. Holy smokes, that's amazing. The tools you will need are right here before you. Jack stand. Jack, if you need to, get some wood or something for under that. Tire iron or something to take your lug nuts off with. All these sockets are for the different bolts on all these. I'm using that for my tie rod end, the adjustable one, using the crescent wrench for that. Impact for the bigger ones. Ball joint remover, mini sledge to tap on it. Yep, definitely need an extension as well for that when you're taking off this tie rod end here. Those are the ones you need. Oh, and the tape measure, obviously, to measure your spacing. That is on tight. You know everyone does it, but helps if you loosen it, not tighten it. Out with the old, in with the new. Beautiful. Okay, now we just gotta take these out and then put them on the new strut. Flatout suspension, I have that strut measured at 3/4 of an inch shorter than the stock one from up here. And then I'm gonna throw this is actually 2 inches, a 2-inch spacer. So I'll show you what those dimensions come out to be in just a second. Now is a great time to check the status of this. So I've had the HRG 3-inch Ultimate Lift Kit with the subframe kit installed through all my videos and everything that you've seen over this last couple months. But I also installed it back in like February or so of 2020. So it's been on there for 1.5 years, and dirty, yes, but nothing, like just inspecting it, solid as can be. Very impressed with HRG and their spacer kit. Definitely recommend them. No, they're not sponsoring this. I don't have a discount code or anything else, but these are impressive. Good job, guys. Now make sure you measure. I don't know where my tape measure went. Oh, here it is. Make sure you measure the length of this so that you can match the other one to it. Just measured that, and it was literally 1/16 of an inch off of what it needed to be. So the other one is 2 15/16. Oh. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so you take this off. That's a 17 mil. I just use an impact without the extension. I put the extension on so that it actually, this would be able to reach, whoa, right here, like so. Be able to get that impact on there. Get that off easily. Take the extension off. Take that out. This will drop, so be gentle. Disconnect this first though. Do that. Disconnect this, then do those. Okay, so taking this off, I'm gonna slide this in there like so, and then give a nice little tap on the end here. See if I can video this. That's essentially it right there. Something I would recommend doing, which HRG does mention in their video, their installation video, is leaving their spacer loose so that when you put the strut in, you can actually adjust it as needed when you're putting it in there, when you're connecting it to the strut itself. Okay, it's connected. So put these 3 in. Just remember, keep everything loosey-goosey for the moment. We got to make sure we get it inside this arm right here and get it bolted up. Once that's connected, then start cinching stuff down. But until you get those in, you're not going to want to tighten anything completely. Makes it a lot more difficult. So, yeah, get those threaded on and then get the tire back on. Now comes the time when I got not really stumped last night, but definitely something that I learned. So I had the jack holding it up instead of a jack stand, but I had forgotten that I needed to use the jack under this to push it up to line this up. So I had to figure out a way, because I was in this position right here when I realized I needed another jack and I only have one. So I put a screwdriver through this hole down here. I lined it up as best I could. I got a screwdriver in there. Then I put the tire on. Up this board taken up by the jack. So I had to let it down on the tire with a screwdriver holding it in, and then put the jack stand under there, jack up the truck from a different position, max it out basically, and then get this setup that I have right now. So I learned, figured it out. Now I got to take this jack, line these holes up, mount the tire, we're good to go. So how I got this bolt right here to line up was I jacked it up, had to kind of knock it side to side just a little bit to get that in there, and then I just pulled down on that, sunk it in. Wasn't quite lined up, so what I did was I kind of just used this pry bar and just kind of put my weight on it, got it kind of in position, and then used this to pull it out and down a little bit, and then got it to line up. Took a little bit of effort, but got it. Before I mount the tire, tighten everything completely, and then we're good to go. And just like that, it's installed. So hopefully you enjoyed the rear struts. I'll make a separate video for the front. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. Like, share, subscribe. Hopefully this was helpful. Flatout Suspension. You guys rock. All right, time to get this tire on. See how she sits. Okay, so here on the back, how you're gonna find out where to cut this. It's actually very, very simple, and it'll cut with a razor knife. So, how to locate it. it's gonna be right in this area, but I usually come down here, or I came down here. You just take a peek, you can see that hole right in there. So I just mark the sides since it's dirty. I just mark the sides approximately. And then I cut there. So I'll cut on these 2 lines right here, at least to start. But I only want to do it big enough for my hand to fit. That way I can keep as much debris out of there as possible. Nonetheless, things will get in there, unless you create a flap or maybe screw on a piece of plastic or something to cover that up, which now I'm thinking about it, I might do that. But yeah, that's essentially a crap hole in my hair. That's all you have to do. I'll show you adjusting in just a second. All right, so I can barely fit my hand in there, which is perfect. I can reach in there and adjust it, which is going to be directly above the strut. It's just a little hole in there, which this is a nice little nugget that Honda put in there. You can upgrade your suspension, have the the inner wheel wells in there, and still be able to access upgraded suspension, aftermarket suspension that is adjustable. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy your Flatout suspension. This is fantastic. I'm gonna love this. I did adjust the camber on my wheels so I can at least drive it to the alignment shop, but I'll let you guys know a full review on these shocks or these struts from Flatout in the next week or two. Appreciate it, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Talk to y'all in the next one. You know, some people might make fun, but duct tape does a lot of good things. So that square I cut out, I'm just taping it back on. You know, I'm just cleaning off the wheel well a little bit, clean off that piece, duct tape it on, keep crap from getting out. It's solid. And then I can remove it quickly and easily if needed to be adjusted. So there you go.